A girl gets off a rickshaw and walks away without paying. She says, "Wow, I saved 30 rupees today." The rickshaw driver shouts, "Madam, my fare." But the girl forgets her phone in the rickshaw. The rickshaw driver picks up the phone and calls out to her again, saying, "Look at that, in such a hurry she forgot her phone too. My 30 rupees and this expensive phone. What a trade." He puts the phone in his pocket and says, "People these days unbelievable," and drives away. Soon after, an older man, the rickshaw driver, approaches a young guy and says, "Son, I'm in urgent need of money. Can you help me somehow?" The guy looks at the phone in the man's pocket and says, "Uncle, how do you have such an expensive phone?" The old man replies, "A girl was in the rickshaw. Poor thing left it behind in a hurry." The boy says, "Well, that solves your problem. Do you know how expensive this phone is? At least 1 to 1.5 lakh rupees. If you sell it in the black market, you'll get 30 to 40,000, maybe even 50. He adds, "Your daughter needs 2,000 rupees, right? Send 20,000 to your wife." The rickshaw driver snatches the phone back and says, "Are you teaching me to steal? These things don't last, son. Understand that." He drives his rickshaw home. When he reaches the house, the landlady is at the gate. She says, "Oh, you're back. Where's my rent?" The man replies, "Madam, I'm really struggling today. I'll give it to you by evening somehow." The landlady says, "No excuses. You won't enter this house again until I get my rent." The man pleads, "Madam, my daughter is in the hospital. My wife needs money. Where do I get it from?" The landlady then sees the expensive phone and asks, "What is this phone doing with you? Did you steal it?" The man says, "No, it was left behind in my rickshaw by a girl." The landlady hides the phone and says, "All right, give me the phone. I'll let you stay rent-free for 4 or 5 months in exchange." Just then, the girl shows up and says, "That's my phone." The rickshaw driver quickly hides the phone again and says, "Madam, I'm poor, but I'm not dishonest. This phone belongs to that girl, and no matter what, I will return it to her." The girl watches silently, thinking to herself, "How wrongly I judged this rickshaw uncle. Yet he kept my phone safe." She calls out to him as he walks away. The rickshaw driver is surprised and says, "You again, madam?" He pulls out the phone from his pocket, wipes it with a cloth, and hands it to her. "You forgot to pay your fare and even left this expensive phone in the rickshaw," he says. The girl replies, "I was distracted and thought 30 rupees wouldn't matter to you. Honestly, it didn't even matter to me. That's why I did it. I was wrong. I'll never do this to anyone again." The rickshaw driver says, "You better not, especially not with someone who works hard for a living. You have no idea what our labor is worth. For me, even 30 rupees means a full meal. Glad you understand now." The girl says, "Wait, let me give you your fare." She hands him a 100 rupee note. The rickshaw driver says, "100 rupees, madam." She replies, "Yes, please keep it. You looked after my phone all day. Anyone else would have sold it. This is for your honesty." She adds, "I live nearby and often need a rickshaw. Please give me your number. I want to call you when I need to go somewhere." The rickshaw driver says, "Sure, write it down. 9902. He gives the number and leaves. The girl thinks to herself, "He won't take money from me directly. Let me just send 2,000 rupees to his account." The rickshaw driver takes the phone out of his pocket and says, 2,000 rupees? He tries calling out to her, but she doesn't hear. He folds his hands and looks up at the sky, giving thanks.